The National Income Dynamics Study, a panel survey facilitating the development of evidence-based policymaking in South Africa. The National Income Dynamics Study, NIDS, is an initiative of the Department of Planning, Monitoring and Evaluation and is implemented by the Southern Africa Labour and Development Research Unit at the University of Cape Town. NIDS is the first and only South African national panel survey and has been following the same group of individuals since it was first implemented in 2008. It began with a sample of 28,000 individuals, representative of all South Africans. Every 2 to 3 years since then, NIDS tracks and re-interviews these individuals. The people they live with at the time are also interviewed. NIDS refers to each repeat of this process as a wave. Because NIDS interviews the same individuals about the same socioeconomic issues at regular intervals, the data gathered provides unique insights into the lives of South Africans over time. NIDS aims to facilitate evidence-based policymaking by providing policymakers with data on the dynamics of national socioeconomic issues. This also helps policy researchers to monitor and evaluate policy implementation. We refer to NIDS as a panel survey, but what does this actually mean? And how does it differ to a repeated cross-sectional survey? Panel surveys collect data from the same units of a certain type, for example, firms, households, or people, at 2 or more points in time. On the other hand, repeated cross-sectional surveys collect data from different units of the same type at 2 or more points in time. Generally, data collected by cross-sectional surveys provide the best snapshot information at a particular time. However, data collected by panel surveys such as NIDS allows researchers to trace individual life stories over time, and in so doing, understand dynamics of change. How can data collected by socioeconomic panel surveys aid in evidence-based policymaking? Because the same individuals are interviewed over time, policy researchers' ability to investigate whether one thing causes another is enhanced. Additionally, panel data helps policy researchers to understand key life transitions, such as transitions from schooling to work, the effects of earlier life circumstances on later life outcomes, such as early childhood nutrition on later educational performance, persistence of socioeconomic states, such as poverty or unemployment, the efficacy of policy interventions. Because a wave of NIDS could take place before and after an individual is exposed to a particular policy program or intervention. Furthermore, panel data provides a window into understanding who is losing and who is gaining relative to the overall change. How does NIDS make its panel data available? NIDS produces 2 types of data: public release data and secure data. The public release data is available for download from DataFirst's online data portal upon completion of a short registration process. The secure data is only physically accessible at DataFirst's Secure Research Data Center in the University of Cape Town School of Economics building. This data allows for analysis of confidential data not included in the public release data, whilst maintaining confidentiality of NIDS respondents. To access the secure data, researchers need to submit an application to DataFirst. They will only be able to access the NIDS secure data once this application has been approved. Researchers can access and use the NIDS public release or secure data free of charge. Besides producing socioeconomic panel data, how else does NIDS contribute to evidence-based policymaking? At the end of each wave, NIDS publishes discussion papers, which highlight example findings on key socioeconomic issues drawn from the data. These papers are available to view and download on the NIDS website. NIDS also produces a set of short animated videos, such as the one that you are currently watching, to highlight important policy-relevant findings. These videos are available on the NIDS YouTube channel. However, NIDS can only contribute to evidence-based policymaking if people know about NIDS and how to use it. As part of its operations, NIDS therefore implements several capacity-building initiatives to not only raise awareness of the value of the data, but to also build capacity in panel data analysis. To this end, NIDS holds workshops with government departments, universities, researchers, and monitoring and evaluation practitioners to engage with them about NIDS. Provides online resources available on the NIDS website to help researchers with getting started on analyzing the NIDS data, and builds capacity through training on how to use the NIDS data, as well as providing support through internships and scholarships to the policymakers and policy researchers of tomorrow. Find us at www.nids.uct.ac.za. The National Income Dynamics Study, telling the stories of the people of South Africa.